The Golden Journey of Mansa Musa. Long ago, in the heart of Africa, there was a ruler so rich and wise that his name is remembered even today. His kingdom was known for its golden sands and busy markets. His name was Mansa Musa, the Emperor of Mali. This is the story of his legendary journey across the desert to the holy city of Mecca, a journey that would change the world forever. Mansa Musa, a ruler of great wisdom and faith, had a dream one night. In this dream, a glowing figure dressed in white appeared to him and said, "Musa, it is time for you to make the pilgrimage to Mecca. Share your wealth, spread your knowledge, and let the world see the glory of Mali." When Mansa Musa woke up, he knew that this dream was a message from above. He called his advisors and told them about his plan to go on the Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca. The court was filled with excitement and worry, for the journey was long and dangerous. But Mansa Musa was determined. Preparation for the journey started right away. Mansa Musa's wealth was famous, and he wanted to travel in a way that showed his status. Thousands of camels were gathered, each carrying gold, silk, and supplies. Hundreds of servants, soldiers, and scholars were chosen to go with him. The people of Mali were amazed by the sight of the caravan. It stretched as far as the eye could see, a river of gold and color winding through the desert. Stories of Mansa Musa's generosity and wisdom had already spread far and wide, but the sight of his grand procession would soon become legendary. Mansa Musa wanted to ensure that his journey was not just about showing his wealth but also about sharing it. He planned to give gold to the poor and build mosques and schools along the way. His advisors made detailed plans to make sure everything would go smoothly. The journey across the Sahara Desert was tough. The hot sun was relentless, and the vast expanse of sand seemed endless. Yet, Mansa Musa was not discouraged. He led his people with strong faith, providing for them with his great wealth. At every oasis, the caravan would rest. Mansa Musa would distribute gold to the local people, who were always surprised and grateful. His generosity knew no bounds. He built mosques and schools, making sure that his journey left a lasting mark of prosperity and knowledge. As the caravan moved further, stories of Mansa Musa's wealth spread quickly. Traders, nomads, and city dwellers all spoke of the Golden King who shared his riches with everyone he met. The desert wind carried whispers of his greatness to the far corners of the world. Mansa Musa's caravan faced many challenges. There were sandstorms that could blind and bury them, and there were days when water was scarce. But Mansa Musa's leadership kept everyone's spirits high. He prayed with his people, reminding them that their faith would see them through. After many weeks of hard travel, Mansa Musa's caravan reached Cairo, the bustling heart of Egypt. The Sultan of Egypt, Anasir Muhammad, had heard of Mansa Musa's approach and was very excited to meet him. Mansa Musa's arrival in Cairo was nothing short of spectacular. His caravan stretched for miles, and the sight of so much gold dazzled the city's inhabitants. The Sultan welcomed Mansa Musa with great honor, and the two rulers exchanged gifts and stories. During his stay in Cairo, Mansa Musa's generosity continued. He gave away so much gold that the value of gold in Egypt dropped, causing economic changes that would be felt for years. The people of Cairo were amazed by his wealth and kindness. Mansa Musa and the Sultan spent many hours talking. They shared ideas about ruling their lands and improving the lives of their people. Mansa Musa's wisdom impressed the Sultan, and they became good friends. Mansa Musa also met with scholars and traders, learning new things and making important connections. After leaving Cairo, Mansa Musa continued his journey to Mecca. The path was full of challenges, but his faith and determination never wavered. He prayed, fasted, and gave alms, fulfilling the duties of the pilgrimage with a heart full of devotion. When he finally reached Mecca, Mansa Musa was filled with emotion. He performed the rituals of the Hajj with deep respect, his golden garments a sign of his dedication and faith. The holy city welcomed him, and his presence there became a symbol of faith and prosperity. In Mecca, Mansa Musa spent time learning from the scholars and religious leaders. He wanted to bring back as much knowledge as possible to his people in Mali. He also continued his acts of charity, helping the poor and supporting the construction of new buildings. After completing his pilgrimage, Mansa Musa began his journey back to Mali. His return was as grand as his departure, but something had changed. He had been deeply touched by the sacred journey, and his heart was filled with a newfound sense of purpose. On his way back, Mansa Musa continued to spread his wealth and knowledge. He brought back scholars, architects, and artisans, eager to enrich his kingdom. Timbuktu blossomed into a center of learning and culture, attracting scholars from all over the world. Mansa Musa's caravan was now even more impressive. The scholars and artists he brought back with him were excited to see Mali and share their knowledge. Timbuktu soon became famous as a place where anyone could learn and grow. Mansa Musa's legacy lived on long after his return to Mali. The tales of his pilgrimage and generosity spread far and wide, reaching Europe, the Middle East, and beyond. His journey had not only showcased the immense wealth of Mali but also its commitment to knowledge and faith. Timbuktu became a beacon of learning, home to some of the greatest libraries and universities of the time. The seeds Mansa Musa planted during his journey bore fruit for generations, transforming Mali into a hub of culture and enlightenment. People came from far and wide to study in Timbuktu. The city's libraries held books on many subjects, from astronomy to medicine, and its schools taught the brightest minds of the time. Mansa Musa's influence could be seen in the architecture, the arts, and the flourishing trade that made Mali one of the richest kingdoms in the world. And so, the story of Mansa Musa, the Golden King of Mali, came to be told and retold through the ages. His legendary journey to Mecca became a symbol of faith, generosity, and the enduring power of knowledge. To this day, his name is remembered with awe and admiration, a testament to the greatness that can be achieved through wisdom and benevolence. Mansa Musa's journey showed the world that true wealth comes not just from gold and riches, but from the knowledge we share and the kindness we show. His story inspires us to seek knowledge, share our blessings, and journey with a heart full of faith. And that, dear listeners, is the tale of Mansa Musa, the emperor who turned the sands of the Sahara into rivers of gold. May his story inspire you to seek knowledge, share your blessings, and journey with a heart full of faith. Remember, the true wealth we leave behind is the good we do in the world.